What is up, everybody? Noomer here, bringing you guys some top Priestess gameplay. The first match will be Moonlit against a Sculptor main. And yes, we are in 4-man voice chat. This is just a season reset. So we see the team comp of Wildling becoming more meta. Obviously, Kaz is running that. We have OT running Gravekeeper and Miasma running Mercenary. So we have triple rescue Priestess. That's what we've been running a lot because I'll be able to kite and whoever he finds first as a rescue character will be able to. So we see that he spawned first up and he headed straight to Miasma, and now he's looking for me at 2-story. Now right now you're going to see me do a 2-story loop. For now he's trying to look for me. He didn't know where I went. Obviously I vaulted, and here I almost got mind game, but I've been through this way too many times. Now in this gameplay you're going to see about 2 matches. I'll drop another video today as we speak. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the Priestess gameplay in the live streams. And for now, I see that he did find me. He found my blood trail. And at this point, there's no point of walking or trying to hide because he's already on me. Now you're going to see me head straight into 2-story. I did make this all high quality. Hopefully you do like it. I actually do like this skin I'm wearing right now for Priestess. However, my favorite one will be that all black one. Pretty sure it's called Divine Light. Now, when it comes to looping with Priestess, you got to know your balances and if you'll make something. So I know I'm going against a Sculptor. Her hitbox isn't the best. So you saw me portal right there, but I see that I have enough time to reach this and get that speed boost so I can loop it for a second time. But I predicted he was going to blink just like he did right there. So I end up taking that portal and detouring my route of what I wanted to do in the first place. End up getting a really good statue hit, and that's good on the Hunter's part. But like I said, I'm going to continue this loop because I'm assuming he does not have confined space. Now, if they do, please do not do this loop. But I see he does not, and he already blinked on me, so this should be a good kite. Since I did not get that speed boost from there, I knew I couldn't loop 2-story anymore, so I went over to God Kite. And from here, you just see me dodging statues, and I'm watching where he's going. Also, for everybody watching, you do got to keep one thing in mind. You do have 3 rescuers on the team, so when 3 ciphers pop, it's low-key kind of like a 5-cipher kite. Right there, I tell Miasma, can you get out of there? Because obviously you see me coming through. I'm sorry I had to kite to a cipher. That's what I told him. But, I mean, he's a mercenary. I mean, what am I really losing? So right now I notice he broke the pallet. So I'm really just trying to kite him around. And it's all about mind games, to be honest. Because you see he doubled back for no reason. Because I made it seem like I was going to vault when I didn't. And now we see I gave Cats enough time to come harass. I thought I'd get a speed boost from there, but I didn't, so I didn't push slide yet. But I know I got Cats here. I have 0 portals and a dream. He ends up getting a really good statue hit right there, and you see me mind game again. With that mind game alone, it was enough time to push slide. At least that's what I thought, okay? I'm telling you my in-game thought. But then you see me get clapped right there, and I'm thinking in my head, how did he catch up? But, you know, I'm not too worried. You know, I got Wildling here, who is becoming meta. And Cats is telling me in voice chat, die in the open, because I'm used to him playing forward. So I'm like, okay, you see me moving. Now, even if he doesn't hit this stun, right when I get chaired, there's about 4 ciphers that pop. Yeah, 4 ciphers, I'm almost positive. He runs out of board there, so he stops harassing. And now you see him setting himself up for this rescue. We see that we do have 3 rescuers with Tide, and then obviously me not running Tide. But you'll see a lot of my live streams or some of my videos. It just depends on your team comp because Priestess is a viable character to run Tide with, especially if you don't get chased first. There's a lot of options. You could portal on the chair if you need to get a quick rescue or just slow it down and just, you know, clutch up. But with this rescue in mind, he actually did not hit Wildling, and I told Cats to insta-rescue, and that's what he did. I ended up taking that speed boost. I know I cannot take the slide because with Tide, guys, you cannot take the slide. Somehow I dodged that. You know, it was a miracle. Not going to lie to you guys. But for now, I'm trying my best to survive. And he ends up actually leaving me for the mercenary because there's 1 cipher remaining, and that's that 1 cipher. Now, while Miasma gets chased, let me just say this. I love fan art. I like anything that is made for me. Now, I will be dropping my Instagram in the description below if you guys do want to make some of me or just even follow me, you know, spread love and show support. I do not mind. And other than that, we see Miasma getting raw dogged with these statues, and he ends up making him use his blink, which is good in our favor because if he does have trump card, like most sculptors do, when he switches traits to teleport, he won't be able to use it because blink has such a crazy cooldown. Now we see that OT is going to go for the rescue after he just healed me up. Remember, I'm the only one that's been chaired, and we've only used 1 Tide. and it was the Wildling. So we still have Merc with Tide, and we still have OT with Tide. So right now he's going to push there, and I'm going to global Wildling because we want to push this last Cypher, but I end up getting clapped by some statues. I end up getting hit twice, but at this point it's a free rescue. Wildling is going to hop on his board, and I'm going to go through my global. Now, there's certain things you can do with Priestess's global, and one of them is to distract so that the hunter will go to the global portal and you get a free rescue, which I just happened as an example, or it can promote Cypher Rush with the global. There's a lot of different options. Obviously, if you guys really want to know, like, I'll get more in depth later in any other video, but for now we got everybody working on the last Cypher, and it's almost primed. And that's OT working on it. And for now, we just popped it because Wildling has Spectator, obviously, and he's harassing as much as he can. Now, at this point, we see OT going to push the coaster because we touched second stop, so he'll be able to go all the way to third stop, where we all are at right now, which is fourth stop, technically, the gate. And right now, Wildling's just going to harass as much as he can. Now, right now, about 30 seconds, you'll just see Wildling do as much as he can, so he makes enough time for us to open the gate, so the hunter does not teleport. Now, everybody keep this in mind, like, this is in-game scenario. This is obviously not a tournament, because I think Wildling's really, really good, and we could talk about it now. I really, really do, because his buff has made him kind of like a Merc plus forward kind of 2.0 type of thing. But come on, let's be honest. I don't know about tournament gameplay, at least for now. But let's jump in straight to the next video. Sorry about the lag at the end there. And this one is Leo's Memory against a Wu Chang who did really, really good with pressuring Cyphers. Now we're going to see he did spawn at triple pallet. We got the same team comp, triple rescue priestess. It is really, really effective in 4-man VC. And yeah, obviously they banned Seer. Now jumping straight into it, we're going to see that the Wu Chang does mess up his teleport. But unfortunately, he does teleport on the Mercenary, just like last match, the Sculptor finding Merc first. And for now, he's just going to consistently loop. Miasma is keeping in mind he does not have confined space. These are things you want to look for. Stuff like predicting blinks, having insolence, because that's the type of thing Wu Chang has. And we see here, it's exactly what I just said. This Wu Chang is running insolence and running blink with no confined space. So that means insolence and detention. So right now, you're going to see he doesn't want to keep getting looped by a Merc who hasn't even used elbow pads. So everybody's communicating, yo, he's teleporting, yo, he's teleporting. And eventually, I'm the only one in factory, so I'm just waiting for him. And I end up seeing him teleport there. Now, you're going to see me stand there for a little bit. Honestly, I can't even tell you what was going through my mind. Maybe I didn't see him, you know. I might be blind, you know. But we see that he is in white form, white like on rice. And I'm going to end up taking that speed boost, and I'm just going to loop factory. Now, Priestess is really, really effective with supporting, but her kiting is kind of broken with portals. So you're going to see me set up this portal right here. And honestly, if you guys do want to see a looping video on every map that I like to do at least, let me know in the comments section below. But you see, I'm not going to hesitate with dropping this pallet. Right here, I kind of get mind game because I didn't think he teleported. However, I do have a portal. And keep this in mind, I do think he has blink. I don't think he has peepers because he would have already used them. And if he had teleport, he would have already teleported away. So I'm trying to predict his blink, but he ends up using it later in the vid. But for now, I'm just going to drop pallets and keep as much distance as I can. I thought he was going to blink through that wall right there, so I was watching it, but I see he's not. I know he's not in white form yet. He doesn't have enough time to teleport. So I'm just going to keep looping factory. A couple things to keep in mind if someone is running blink is how far away are you from them? Because if you think about that, you know they won't get you in certain areas and you'll be able to make certain things or maybe even predict. Now the Wu Chang does an amazing teleport right there that I did not expect to land. And I know he wouldn't have enough time to Terror Shock Vault me right there, but he ends up getting that blink off right there. And I'm thinking he's in white form, so I got to go to areas he can't. And like I said, he has insolence, so he got that one hit and he already has presence. So you see him soul siphon down. He ends up vaulting that window. And I'm just thinking in my head, okay, I got 2 portals to work with. Best case scenario is to portal now because I knew I did not have enough time, especially with that white hitbox range, man. It's insane. So I'm coming over here. I'm trying to set up the portal quick, but it ends up taking me a couple seconds. And I'm just watching him at this point, and I see that he does soul siphon all the way towards me. He ends up not getting that hit off, and this is when Wildling comes in, pushes him, and gives me just enough time to make it all the way in the back, increasing my kite already. And you see we're already at 2 ciphers left. He ends up missing his teleport, but he does end up getting close. I know he is black form with his bell because of insolence, so I'm trying to dodge that as best as I can. So you're going to see me look behind me and watch him. and notice, okay, he's getting close. Maybe I'll hug the left side of the wall, but he ends up not using it. So I'm like, let me try to take my speed boost, but he does it an amazing bell right there. And I'm screaming, I'm about to die in voice chat. And Wildling's like, no, you're not, I got you. And I'm like, that's what we like to see, cats. But unfortunately, he ends up getting off of it. I think it was either on accident or it ran out and gets instantly smacked on and teleported on too. So, you know, it's just all bad for the Wildling. But we would rather have him die than Priestess because I decode faster. So I'm going to run as far away as I can from factory and then end up globaling the person going for the rescue. At least that's my mindset. However, the person going for the rescue, their cipher's already about to be popped. So I'm like, okay, Miasma, you take the global. Let's rush the last cipher together. And you see it did just pop. And OT's like, I'm going for the rescue. I'm going for the rescue. Now you see the Hunter soul siphon to the global portal, which makes it a free rescue. Obviously, OT was too far away to make it a free rescue. However, the Hunter knew that we were working on the last cipher. So he ends up teleporting there, which actually gives him a free rescue. And it's already at 95. So I'm like, okay, Miasma, you gotta help me rush this. He's like, no, I'm out of here. And I'm like, my guy. So you see me get insta-belled twice. He ends up missing the second one. And from there, I'm gonna end up dropping this pallet. And I'm like, Miasma, you have to come back. Let's pop this cipher. I touch it. I'm like, oh, it's 99.9. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the hit, Miasma, so you're full health. Boom. And then he ends up popping it for me. Now at this point, I just got a portal back. I'm like, you know, I got this kite. This is light work. You know, I've already kited him, what, how many ciphers already? So I'm like, guys, do not worry. I got a portal and a dream. However, I forgot he had blink. And he clapped me right there. So I'm like, I do not got this, guys. I do not got this. So you're going to see the Wildling come harass because he has a boar. One thing that's good about Wildling is he can harass with detention. So you're going to see him push Miasma because we told Miasma to open the gate. So he ends up elbow padding away, making him waste his bell. Now the Wildling right here is contemplating, do I go for the free rescue or do I not? So he's going to try to take the Hunter's attention away knowing he doesn't have the bell, while Miasma goes for the free rescue. So you see him fake his teleport and boom, we already got the rescue. Like I said, I got a portal and a dream, but I got stuck in a snowman, like it's just all bad. And I'm like, take the hit, Wildling. He's like, nah, you're good. But remember, I got tied, I'm okay. So Miasma tells me I'm trying to open the gate, do not push over here. So I'm like, okay. So he ends up putting pressure on Miasma, but Miasma has elbow pads to waste. He was never chased the entire match. It was only me and the Wildling. So you're going to see OT and Catch try to heal me both at the exact same time. But the Hunter did an amazing teleport, white form, full presence. And you see OT take his dig instantly, which actually cancels the soul siphon. However, the Wildling knew it was Chops for him. So he ends up dying in the basement. And you're going to see a really, really funny play right here. And I thought this was the highlight out of the video. The Wu-Chang knew his Chops. Cats knew his Chops. I ended up healing up in time. And we all pushed the gate. And from here, it will be a 3-man. And it will be GG's. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Numer, and I'm out.